Hi, I'm going to reflect on question 2, which is critique your emotional resilience and coping skills during the fieldwork placement. So I am quite an emotional person. I do, notice my weaknesses a lot more than I notice my strengths, and I think that comes down to my emotionality and my anxiety, that I don't allow myself to recognise my strengths because I don't think that I have any. And so just an example on prac a couple of weeks ago, the OT, we were exchanging some feedback and she said that I came across really caring. And immediately I just thought that I wasn't caring. I'm not, a caring person. A lot of people think that I'm quite abrupt, and I feel like and I've been told that I daydream a lot, so I think that I often seem uninterested when I am. But I think my emotional resilience, it definitely would have been tested had someone passed away during my time at prac, but luckily no one did. I was worried about that beforehand, and I don't know how I would have coped with it if it had have happened. I think that, but in turn, other residents did die, and I had spoken to them, and so my emotional resilience to that was fairly okay, because I've just, through this placement, I've just learned that death is, part of aged care. It's just, part of the process, and we all get there, and we've just got to, give them a good death as well as a good life. But I think emotionally it does choke me up a bit. And so the OT said that I was caring, and I thought, well, I don't know if I am caring. And so just that one compliment, I found it quite hard to accept. So I think I need to work on my ability to accept compliments, because I think accepting compliments is a great way to cope with some things that you're not coping with. If someone gives you a compliment about something you're unsure of, you immediately are more confident in what you're doing. So in the same sense, managing that stress, especially in aged care, is quite a big one. So a particular situation that I had a problem dealing with was just a bit of conflict between me and my partner. We were just in different parts of the OT process, and emotionally it did, take its toll on me, because I'm not used to getting into conflict with people. And I found that during those weeks when we were in a bit of conflict, I was unable to express myself. And I just found that I knew what I wanted to do. For example, we're planning an intervention. I knew what I wanted the intervention to be, but I couldn't explain why I wanted that intervention. I knew deep down it was just the right intervention, but I think that my ability to actually explain my clinical reasoning verbally is something that I really need to work on. And that's my anxiety as well, that I think, I just can't do it. I've not got my clinical reasoning down packed, and I don't really know what to do about that, apart from practicing explaining it to people. Now, I did do a bit of research on emotional resilience, and I came across this thing called verbal judo. And basically what it is just having these cues and these set phrases that you can go to in terms of, crisis, or when I'm feeling really anxious. So I bought this book called Verbal Judo, and it's going to help me to engage people through empathy, listen better, and always be heard. And it helps you to stop getting into verbally abusive, situations, and aggressive situations, and so it helps you to remain. It helps you to keep your emotions under control, during disagreements, and it helps you to present yourself and explain what you think and want. So I think that I'm going to read this book. It's going to teach me about my emotions, and once I've read it, I'm going to try to be more emotionally resilient while still allowing those emotions in, because that's what makes me a person, and I can't deny that. But I think if I can recognise my strengths a lot more, I can use them to overcome my weaknesses, and even use my weaknesses to the best, advantage that I can. So yeah, thank you.